Well, I think it's, the reality is the Indo-Pacific region, and let's frame that Indo-Pacific region from the Western Indian Ocean to through the Indian Ocean, through the South China Sea, through the Pacific. So it's connecting the huge North American and South American market. We shouldn't forget that.
Of course.
It's connecting that to the East Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Indian subcontinent. This is the place of global growth. It has the largest growing population of middle-class consumers. This is so important, right? Because we sell stuff. I think that it is the place with the largest populated countries, India, followed by China, and Indonesia. These will all be centers, again, of consumption and potential opportunities for Canada. Now, aside from it being kind of the locus of global economic growth, I think it is a region of under-institutionalization or a paucity of institutions, requiring, I think, Canada to be part of the region, part of the rule setting that I mentioned earlier, so that we're at the table, not on the menu. So how do we lock Canada into the region? By being part of the rule setting processes. So I think that primarily is Canada's national interest, to make sure that we are embedded in the region, we're part of the rules setting processes, and we're not locked out of the region. Another area that I think is important that we don't talk about enough is the instability or potential instability in the region, whether that's traditional security issues such as territorial issues in the East China Sea, South China Sea, and the Himalayan Plateau, whether it's the nuclear challenges on the Korean Peninsula, or the non-traditional security challenges that have impacted us all over the past 3 years in terms of COVID-19, right? It disrupted supply chains, it disrupted trade, it disrupted tourism. So I think Canada is looking at the region as a place where it needs to provide more resources to help deal with the traditional security challenges and the non-traditional security challenges, because they will spill over into Canada. And really a good example of this is what's happening across the Taiwan Straits. Taiwan Strait. We think about Taiwan as this semiconductor superpower, and that if there was friction, some kind of kinetic conflict across the Taiwan Straits, how would this affect these semiconductor supply chains? And I think we're talking in Japan. Japan's signature industries would be devastated, whether it's Honda, Suzuki, Toyota, Sony, Hitachi. All are using these kinds of semiconductors in their products. It would devastate our airlines, our defense systems. And I think some Canadians might think, we have nothing to do with this. But in reality, there's Toyota companies and factories in Canada, and they're making those cars, and they employ hundreds of thousands of Canadians. So from my standpoint, Canada has a deep vetted interest in being part of the region, providing stability, ensuring that these pressure points within the region don't actually turn into kinetic conflict and cause regional and global economic disruption.
So